All right, Haley. Good, good, good. Hey, how is everybody? That looks like... I can just clear chat. Okay. Alright, whatever. Hey, everybody. So I'm just going to be doing some high rock stuff. I've already gotten started on some stuff that I'm going to test, and then we'll go from there. I'm working on Twilight Wolves. And Good Boys. Yeah, I'll stop trying to do chat moderation. Actually do stuff. Fuck it. It's like spam message will just be up here. Not a big deal. Alright. Let's test what I've got. Alright, so one of the things that I've been working on today is getting it so that these Twilight Wolves will actually attack, because for some reason they don't. And I've tried this area doesn't have nav mesh, but I've tried it on areas with nav mesh. Will you actually attack me? No, you're still just kind of backing up. All right. No, I need 11014C0F. And what I've also been working on is light spells that are a source of light, and then also do like an aura effect around. So like this one is heroism. You can see everyone getting affected by heroism.
Need something? What do you need? Need something? Yes.
One 11010.
Never should have come here.
Yeah, you guys actually attack me. So it's not an issue with the nav mesh, because you'll still attack me if I'm close enough.
There's no escape.
Well, maybe you won't. Hmm. Goes a little
Show me what you
far.
got.
Is someone there?
You've already lost.
Don't really want it to go quite that far.
This ends now. I'll make you pay.
You won't get the best of me.
Huh?
Show me what you got. You've already lost.
Okay, it's doing the thing again.
I'll make you pay.
This has been a
You
weird,
don't have a
consistent
chance.
issue that, like,
Can't beat me.
whatever projectile that I'm doing it with gets stuck. Like, this is not the normal light here, it's just stuck here.
Show me what you got.
And then anytime I cast the spell after that,
You've already
it's like
lost.
stuck there.
I'll see you in pieces.
Hmm.
Somebody help. I'll make you pay. You can't beat me. You don't have a chance. Show me what you got.
Oh, you know what? Actually, since that's there, I might be able to use Torchlight and make sure
I'll
it...
see you in pieces. There's no escape.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, I know you.
Hey, how are you? Thanks for the follow.
Now you'll pay.
Okay, yes. So everyone's resisting Torchlight because they are hostile. And that is fine.
You don't have a chance. I'll see you in pieces. Show me what you got.
Kill you if I have
Ideally, it won't be this many debug messages, but also ideally, there's no real reason why you would just be going, look, light, at someone, because this doesn't... It does stuff for your allies, it doesn't do anything to enemies.
Hey, there's no escape.
Except maybe
You won't get the
vampires?
best of me.
I haven't done that, but I might try and put an effect in that'll hurt vampires, just whatever you do.
I'll make you pay.
Or maybe that should be its own spell?
You can't beat me.
I'll kill you if I have to.
Don't know. I could make another series of spells. Right now I've got this one that just does the heroism. I've got a healing one
See you in pieces. You don't
that
have a chance.
when you start healing other people it heals you. Got an armor one that if you start giving armor to other people it gives you armor. Like a oak flesh kind of thing.
Prepare to die.
You've already lost.
And then I've got
Show me what you
Turn Undead that restores magicka as you turn.
This
undead.
ends now.
You can't hide from me.
Actually, I could do... Help. Divine. Add item. 11065C93. That should do 92. And then I'll get 93. Oh no, wrong. Up to level 8, up to level 14. Yeah, 8, 14, and 20. Okay, yeah, that's correct.
I'll make you pay.
You can't hide from me.
Are you prepared to die?
Why am I moving so
You
slowly?
don't have a chance. I'll see you in pieces. You can't beat me. There's no escape.
Huh. Does this have something to do with the staves?
Show me what you've got.
Why, when I switched to a staff, did my player speed get super, super low?
Now you'll pay.
Player.set AB.
I'm getting out of here. You don't have a chance. There's no escape. You've already lost.
What has happened? Yeah, I don't normally have to... Okay, okay. Now it's working. Alright, 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 alright. Huh. 600? Okay, well that's better, but I'm still going to have to figure out exactly what is happening there. Okay. Let me just see. Okay, so flames just to reduce my magicka a little bit. So I actually haven't tried this yet, just on, you know, with the staff. Okay, you're dead, whatever, doesn't matter. No. Interesting. It does not seem to... But you're not resisting it because you're not attacking me anymore. Yeah. Interesting. What about the higher level version? Same difference. Hmm. And it might also just be an issue of no nav mesh. Okay, and he's doing the proper running. Good. Okay, yes, and it did restore my magicka. Okay, cool. Just a little bit, but that's all it needs. Bye-bye. Well, it kind of works. Except for Flash and the weird staff issue. Because now that's the second time that's happened to me, and I've never seen that before. Equipping staff makes character slow. Okay, that might actually just be a keyboard issue, and there's script function for staves that when they run out of charge would remove themselves from the player's inventory. Is there? Is that a thing that happens in vanilla? I don't think so. Because I think you can still sell the empty staves. We'll try out some other stuff in the CK, and then when I load plugins in, I will try that out. So this is me working on the Twilight Wolf stuff. I still don't know why they're not like fully committing to combat. I'm not sure why. Maybe, alright, I'm gonna try doing this. Very aggressive, foolhardy, all the rest of this is fine. We'll face offset, all of that. If I go into race, update events. Seven, 5, 0, 0. What if we change these? 0.25, 0.5. Standing power attack. So all of your attacks now have a chance to do something, to fire. Stagger recovery time, attack spell, attack type. Oh, okay. Okay, so anything titled Skeever is just zeroed out for wolves. And then everything else is attack chance 1, except for attacks 1 and 2, which is 0.5. Okay. We can match that. 0.5, 0.5, 1. Zero, 0. Okay. Hand-to-hand melee, right hand. that spell. So that should work, because I want the Twilight Wolves to be able to use spells. That's... I figured that out. They do use one spell by script right now, but that's... Ideally, I would like to not use that. Try that. I'm just gonna lessen that out, and I think, can I just open a second creation kit window? That'd be great. Are you gonna be okay with that? Maybe not. Alright. Twilight Wolves are kind of... They're weird right now. So, I'll open up light spells, do some stuff on that, and then I'll go in and test that, staff thing. And what I'll do is this time I'll take it out with a controller, because maybe it's just a weird keyboard issue. Projectile torch flash. Missile gets rid of the lifetime. Speed was good. Maybe it was the impact force or the fade duration. I think beam makes the most sense. Could be cone. Yeah, I'm sure it's possible. But is that a thing? Well, actually, I can go in and look at the vanilla staves. I don't think they do that normally. Dude, staff chain lightning. No. Yeah, I didn't think so. So, you know, it's nice to be able to, just sell them if you want to. When they're empty. Yeah, could be a separate mod for people that want that. Yeah, and all of these are just taking stuff from the other staves, so there really shouldn't be anything different. $2,000, repel undead, 3,000. Greater, turn greater undead, 3,000. Okay. So we'll do lesser. Greater will have 2,000. Or medium will have 2,000. It's 20. And then anything greater will have 3,000. And let's see. Do vampires count as undead? Like when would they get turned? Counter vampire. Keywords. Nothing. Counter vampire is your template. Keywords, relationships. Really? I mean, guess that makes enough sense, because I guess in Elder Scrolls they're not really undead in the same way. Still seems a little odd, but whatever. Palmer, vampire female. There's a level variance. Yeah, if you're looking at the Creation Kit wiki, it does list SKSE functions that I don't have access to. So I don't know exactly what you're looking at. Oh, actor type undead. Okay. So are only some of them undead? Keyword, keyword. Keyword. Actor type undead. Use info. Breton race, child vampire, elder race vampire. Okay, it's in the racial. That's why. Alright. So vampires are turned by turn undead, theoretically. I could add an extra. I was thinking about, since they're light spells, I could add an extra damage rider to affect vampires. But if they're already being turned, maybe that doesn't matter all that much. About the sunlight. Vampire sun damage. Curse spell remove list. Okay. Yep. if not in an eclipse, but outside during this, yeah. Unsure. But I did mess with the projectile nonsense, so let's try that out. One second. Noticing my vertical sources are doing something weird. There it goes. Okay. Yeah, because I finally got the thing working where, what is it? Twitch now has me on vertical and regular at the same time. Which is fun. That was something that I wanted to get working, and I'm happy that I did. Okay. Well, do I need torchlight? And then help. Year 86 C3 E29. Get out. Controller. Because maybe now I won't, slow to a crawl when I bring out the thing. Hey, Scratch. Good to see you. Well, things are going good. The light spells aren't specifically for IB, but probably gonna throw them in. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oh my god. Freaking finally. Okay. So yes, good. The Twilight Wolves are actually working as intended. I don't know if I'm gonna keep their, you know, summoning a clone of themselves, but they at least attack now. Sort of. You did. You are at the very least moving around and attacking. Now, that's easier because that was just changing the aggro radius stuff, but... And now it's doing this thing where it's just backing up. It's weird. Like, hello, you're foolhardy. You're supposed to be like... Yeah, you're not supposed to be just backing up like this. It's very strange. Very good puppy, though. Let's see, I have lesser guiding light. Alright, so at least I know it's nothing really, like, with the models and stuff. It has to do with the... at least it seems like it has to do with the aggressiveness settings. There's something going weird with those, which I know we had an issue earlier with hyenas doing that. So, not the worst thing in the world. And then I got Staff of Torchlight. Okay, yeah. Which has not affected my speed, so that was just something weird with the keyboard. We're running into a lot of things that are not my problem, which is the best kind of problem to solve, because it's not mine. And you get a light source, and you get heroism for everybody.
Manga, welcome to Rupka's Rest, the best inn around. Also, the only inn around.
It's doing the thing again.
Can I get you a millet beer? Maybe some millet bread? Need a bed? I have several rooms to rent.
I swear I had Flash working a little while, like a couple of versions of this plugin ago, I had it working very consistently, and now it's being weird. Ah. Fuck you.
You dirty whore.
Hey.
Are your hands itching that bad? Put that down now.
Oh, he actually took it from me. That's sweet. We've got, like, actual crime stuff. Everyone receive heroism.
Your blood will stain the sun. Thirsty.
I'm only trying to flash everyone. It's not working. So, yeah, why is that? Why is Flash being so weird? Should I have it on missile? I'm pretty sure I had it on cone before when it worked. But cone also gets rid of the lifetime, which is what I generally use to keep it from, like, actually firing out of the hand. Like, I'm using the, like, range of the like, outer range of the projectile to actually do the effect, and I'm just not letting the actual, like, projectile part of it leave the hand, and that's what's causing the light effect there. So, which did work. I mean, you know what? I'll try it with missile. Here's your chance fade duration. Fade duration. Could that be what's screwing me up? Creation kit wiki time real quick. Projectile. Fade duration. How long the projectile will be visible on screen. Yeah. Typically a beam. And that would make sense for it being a beam, which is what I had it set to. So beam. Maybe I'll just up it to like 0.0. Oh wait. So then what's fade duration versus lifetime? How long it stays alive? I'll just up both of these by 2, I guess? What if I did just put this at 0? Which would typically mean that it just lasts forever. But maybe now it'll stop, like, trying to stick in a place like it was. Impact force and strength, the force of the projectile. That's not super helpful, Creation Kit Wiki. Speed 1000 range, impact force. Pass through draw small transparent, that's correct. I'll just see what that does. I'm just gonna have to keep experimenting. Is there anything else I really need to do? Otherwise, I think this thing is, like, kind of ready to release the light spells, because this is just a separate, like, I plan to just toss this up on Nexus. Yeah, I really just want to get Flash working correctly. So I really like that idea, and what it does is it just like paralyzes people for like 2 seconds. So it's just a very quick paralysis. I really want to get that working. I have heard this song too many times because of doing video editing. So now it just sounds like, oh, video is starting. So we'll do this, and then I'll go back to the Twilight Wolves, and I'll make up some more of their mechanics and stuff. Going to flash a child. Ooh, interesting. Okay. I swear I had this working a few days ago. So what I'm gonna do actually is look for a version. Nope, it's gonna be in my desktop over here. I'm gonna look for a version of light spells from a few days ago. 23, 15, alright, so let's look at 23. Okay, replace it, that's fine. Light spell's old. What I'm gonna do, take this over here. So, projectile, flash. Cone, tracer chance, explosion, lots of flashing. Lifetime 0. 0.25. Okay. So, copy as override into Why you not give me ability to bring it into... this? Copy as new record into... That's fine. It's in Light Spells Old. I would like it to go into Light Spells New. Exit it, please. Thank you. Alright, the muzzle flash is that. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just take this and use it as a template to look at this. Yeah, it's not gonna like doing that. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Projectile, please. Thank you. Torchlight flash. So we're looking at cone. Light. Magic light spell 1. Spell 2. And do you have a duration on it? Doesn't look like it. Nothing. Nothing. Range 1. I don't know if that's gonna do that. Speed 0. I'll try it. I don't want to change the range because then that's gonna change the, like, cone area that it'll affect, I think. Cone spread 5, collision radius 10, and launch interval 0.25. That's fine. Cone spread 5. I'll keep the impact force. We'll see what that does. And then maybe today or tomorrow I'll post this up, and if anyone's ever wanted to be a paladin in Skyrim, that's pretty much it. Great for people with the bunch of modded followers. Or people who like to abuse the ritual stone stuff. That's spell 1103322A. Okay, we're good. Magic. Flash. Flash! Ah! Savior of the universe, that didn't work either! Now that just does that. Which is kind of cool, actually. Huh. Wasn't there a thing, was it with projectiles or lights? Oh no, I think that was with hazards, where you could set how many could be, active at one time. I might make a new spell out of this, though, because this is kind of neat. Just making, like, a static... Okay. I was wondering if that was the case, and it is. So it's if you're moving, it doesn't stay still for some reason. But if you're still, it does. Oh. Also, does that muzzle flash happen? I get nothing from the muzzle flash, so that does not seem to have helped. The brightness. If only I could be so grossly incandescent as this child. Does the range really make a difference? Default weapon source. I think it should be that. I'm not going to worry about the muzzle flash. Chance fade duration. It's how long it should stay on screen. If I did put the range down. Flame barrier, arrow, beam, lob, or missile. Let's try that. Let's try beam. And then I'll turn this back to... Maybe this should be missile. And speed 0, gravity 0, range, all that. Impact force 0. Fade duration 1000. Collision radius 10 should be fine. Then I'll keep that here and I'll see what I want to do with that. Get rid of light spells. Do that. I really don't even need to search for it anymore. I just know the code. Come on now. Alright, that's more of what I want. It's just that flash. Okay. So it's not doing the effect right now. Which is slightly concerning, but this is progress. This is more towards what I actually wanted it to look like.
Manga, welcome to Rutka's Rest, the best inn around. Also, the only inn around.
Oh, okay.
Leave me be!
Yeah. Turns out this works exactly the way I wanted it to. Great.
I'm not ready to die yet.
Incredible. Did it just not want to paralyze a child for some reason? Child, become paralyzed. Become paralyzed with fear. No, you didn't listen to me. Become paralyzed, please. Why? How are you immune to paralysis? What's happening? This child should not be immune to paralysis. I don't know why he is. But okay. I didn't accidentally... No, I didn't copy over the... Because I know at one point I tried to make it so, like, oh, this flash spell would only work on... You know, if it's at night or they're in an interior...
Do your worst, haha. To die yet.
Yeah, there you go. I caught 2 of them, that's cool.
Good hit. What you would
Hey.
Your blood will stain the sun.
No, okay, it doesn't have to be, like, right on something.
Your blood will stain this hand. I'll have your guts forgotten.
Alright, maybe the children are just immune to paralysis because of the combat stuff that they already have going on. Sweet. We love it. It works. I can flash people in peace. And happiness. Happiness for all when I flash them. I don't know what I want to do with this static one. It's kind of neat. You know what I'll do? I'll exit out of here and go into Xedit real quick and give it the ESL flag. Just so I don't forget to do that before I toss this up on Nexus. And then I will figure out what I want to do with that static version later. Maybe I'll just excise it and do it as an update if I feel like it, or I might just Or I might futz around with it and do something. I need header, record header. Bu- 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 Record header, signature TES4. Record flags, there we go. ESL flag. Yep, thank you. Save. Torchlight static has invalid object for a light module. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess that answers my question for me, so if I get rid of that for some reason has some weird record that it doesn't like, save. Errors have occurred. Saves restoration has invalid object 065C9A for light module. Huh. Interesting. So if I don't save this, I wonder what Xedit is flagging as an issue. Because I've never seen that before. And I know that the lights are correct. Well, actually, another thing that I've been asked to do, which I might as well, is figure out why our earthquake spell is not doing damage, apparently. So I'll take a look up at that. Scroll, earthquake damage. Hazard health is not player, yes, correct. Magnitude 7. Stagger, earth armor effects, yeah, that's fine. And R, destruction, value modifier, health. That's all correct. It's AP and R should be your top, yep. Okay. So that's the earthquake damage. This is your actual earthquake spell. Base skill spell effect, 5D earthquake. Earthquake DES. Which I'm not sure exactly what that means, so we've got these two going. Earthquake, spawn hazard, spell hazard earthquake, hearthquake, magic place activator script. PSK spell explosion earthquake. FX empty activator. Remove the place activator when the spell ends. Default equals true. Okay, cool. That's good. Okay, so all that looks good. DES. Earthquake. Delivery self. Fire and forget script. Hmm. So regular earthquake, magnitude 10 for 20 seconds. So earthquake debts like destruction? But this is the self effect. That is the script that is also running on that other effect. And I see that they put it in here, the spell description. Theoretically, because they couldn't put it in, well, they couldn't put it in damage because that's part of the spell hazard, I'm guessing. But right now we have two different scripts doing the same thing for every casting of the spell. So spell explosion, FX empty activator. So let's look at explosion earthquake and hazard earthquake. Yeah, why do you need both? Earthquake damage, so the hazard's the actual thing that does the earthquake damage. Sound descriptor, earthquake. Duration, inherent radius. Do you want to inherit radius? That actually sounds like you don't want to do that. Affects player only, no. Okay, there's that. Force. Ignore image space swap. No controller vibration. I know that earthquake does plenty of controller vibration. But maybe this explosion is for the player camera in-camera effect. Always uses world orientation. Chain? I don't know what that means. Oh, chain explosion. Okay, no, I get it. Damage 1, force 100. Projectile. Oh, because that'll... No, wait, does that ever get used? What does that get used by? Descriptor. Descriptor. DES is for the description. You get used by spell effect earthquake. 5D projectile earthquake, okay. Quick stagger, quick capability. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's just for the description. What need do we really have of that? Versus just putting that description in here. Let me just... Just try doing that. And I'll take this. Remove the description version. Seven and 18 is 25. Okay. That deals 25. That's damage per second, ignores or damages enemy armor. Okay. Oh, I killed a bug. No, I didn't. Ah, ha 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 ha. Now I got you. No bugitos here. Alright. Help. Earthquake. Add item 070. ABCE. I'll just do it this way, so I know that I'm getting the actual correct item. No description on the spell tome. Weird. No description anywhere. Oh. Oh. Okay, did a conditional get swapped? Because it is damaging just me. Interesting. I think a conditional might have gotten swapped. Yeah, because right now it's only hurting me. Okay. Subject, get his ID, actor player equals 0. Hmm. Hazard. Yes? Yeah. Lowers damage resistance. If you have intense flames, then damage resistance is 0 and whatnot. Then I think you should have a script, shouldn't you? Earth armor script? No. What is this? Greater than one sand animation event. Kill move one. Decap. Did I make this? I must have made this before. Because this was, yeah. Hmm. Spell art earthquake equip effect. Oh, okay, so that's the hand effects when you have it equipped. Alright. I get you. I get you. I'm seeing what you're putting down. Area. Yeah, does this have the no area checked? It does. Earthquake hand. Spell like poison. Spell. Nudge Earth. Spawns the hazard on yourself. FTX. That's activator. Explosion ref is not none. Place me explosion ref. Register for single update. On update, activate a ref, place at me explosion ref. Keep updating. It's false. If deleted end, disable delete. Okay. So all that should be fine. Maybe it's just the FXFT activator. Let's make our own activator for this. BSK, Earthquake, FX. Yes.
Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging.
This seemed like not all that useful of a thing, but I have seen just making a new activator fix stuff like this.
Jazargo is ready for more adventure.
Hey, Senko. Explosion. Take a look at that again. Light enchantment. Not too bad. Trying to figure out why the spell isn't doing damage like it's supposed to. Or a projectile. I want to take a look at explosion. Radius of the area of influence of the explosion. Explosion, the reference within it may be damaged. So you're standing within the blast radius. Any sort of image space mod we could put on this. Yeah. I don't need it. Just object. It's earthquake, so it already has its effect as like a large scale rumbling, doing stagger and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it does not seem to want to do damage. Perhaps this is where the description actually wants to go. Spell hazard. Spawn hazard. Creates a specified hazard object at the target. Hazard is owned by the caster, meaning it will only hit enemies, and the hazard spell scales with the magnitude of the spawn spell. You need to a script to place enemy the hazard object, which doesn't retain ownership, but also doesn't allow scaling. Spawn one hazard every time the effect activates. Okay. So that's spawning a hazard. The hazard is theoretically doing damage. That probably means that I actually want the explosion to do no damage. Let's put on a really obvious image space just to make sure that this hazard is actually spawning correctly. So become ethereal. I know what that looks like. Target interval. What's target interval? Interval in seconds between each hazard effects casting. I'm setting 5 will activate effects of hazard once every 5 seconds. Spell is duration of 60 seconds, then the next cast will happen in 65 seconds after the current cast, 25 seconds after the current cast of the spell. Okay. So the spell is earthquake damage. Earthquake damage is... There's your issue. One second. And you know what, for this one, I'll just make this 1 second as well, so that that does not have a 60-second duration. And now I think should actually cast it like once every 2 seconds. Just 0. So it's every second it would do those effects. interesting. Saw the message from one of my players in my Vampire the Masquerade campaign that we're having. That session is tomorrow. Their partner, who just did a whole bunch of stuff the last session, is dropping out. A whole bunch of stuff, including like fucking laying siege to a hospital. Which is going to bring the Camarilla after them. So, gotta figure out a way to do their final death in a way that doesn't feel perfunctory for how large that action was. Player.add spell. Add item 0000 A BCE. Still nothing. There you go. Yeah, the in exterior is great. So that also did not seem to... No, it didn't. Okay. No, it does. It does cause damage.
I'll have your guts for garters.
Okay. So it's doing damage. Right now it's still doing damage to the player, which I don't love. I have all 12. We're not going to have all 12 from Daggerfall, but we are, I talked about this during the Creation ModCon walkabout. We're taking out about 5 to develop. Yeah. So we have larger plans for like a vampire storyline and stuff like that, but it's not going to be 12, because 12 is just... That's a lot. It's a crazy amount of vampire clans to like actually give, let alone just lip service to, let alone actually developing them. So 5 is a reasonable number. Yeah. No, we're still gonna have a lot of fun with it, and we want to make each of them like really feel unique. Because, you know, in Daggerfall they had, like, some different abilities and whatnot, but nothing was really different about them, seemingly. Like, you know, they didn't seem to have a whole lot of unique aspects to them beyond, like, a spell. or something that you get. So we're gonna really like take those 5 and make them like distinct. Is the plan. And probably, since I was talking about Vampire the Masquerade, a lot of inspiration is going to be taken from Vampire the Masquerade for that. Because I love me some Vampire the Masquerade. So, help. Get his ID as player. Target interval 1. There's a couple of different like magical institutions in High Rock. We have some ideas for which ones you might be able to join. Like, we're gonna have to choose one as our like Mages Guild quest line. Yeah, no worries. Like our sort of storyline with it is, I mean, High Rock has always been a super like magic focused area. So when the Mages Guild dissolved, the Imperial Mages Guild, Bretons went back to sort of having local Mages Guilds, which was a thing that they had before the Empire. And some of those have just kind of kicked back into gear, with stuff like Johanna's White Lily sect coming back into prominence and starting to make iron golems and stuff. Their whole thing is golemancy. And we'll have a couple of other ones sprinkled around. As far as like a major magical institution, there will definitely be like at least one school of Julianos around, and then the Invisible College of Daggerfall is also a big thing on our radars to use for that kind of experience. Yes, exactly. Yeah. A lot of the old guild halls have been turned into local mages guilds that are doing like their other slightly more specialized stuff. Like Johanna is all about golemancy. We'll have places that are all about divination, stuff like that. I'm gonna try this like this just to see if it was this explosion enchantment that was hurting me. Then maybe if I'm gonna continue the Twilight Wolf stuff, I gotta figure out what we want to do for shadow magic. I saw the preview, the trailer of the paid creation that is all like about shadow magic being a night blade, and that looks kind of cool. I like some of the spell ideas that they had. That like rush forward, like closing the gap spell is neat. Oh. Aside from Telvanni scholars, would you say that Prime College of Winterhold is the most prominent magic institution of Tamriel? I don't think so. I don't feel like that would make sense for like the large world scale. Because then you got like Telvanni, you've got the Mages College, whatever, Arcane University. You've got the Arcane University in Cyrodiil. You've got the Invisible College of Daggerfall, maybe Gwillem University. There's like a lot of these other institutions that I think Sigic Order. You've got a lot of these other institutions that I think really would surpass the College of Winterhold. In terms of like, you know, being the prime magical institution. College of Winterhold, I think, is notable within the area, especially for being a place that still allows its students to dabble in necromancy and stuff like that. But I don't think it's like a big player if you were to bring like all the best of the best mages. I don't think like Samos Aran would be part of that. He's good, but he's not like, you know, he's not hobnobbing with the Sage or Azra Night Wielder, like these kind of characters. Oh right, the description is still weird. Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for tuning in. And thank you for your questions. I always like answering questions. Oh yeah, let's save to get everyone around. 2, 1. Yep. It's doing damage. Alright, cool. It does damage and it doesn't do damage to me. Beautiful. That's that spell fixed as far as I'm concerned. What else? It's almost... Oh, it is 8 o'clock. I'm going for about 2 hours. I'll go for another 10 minutes or so, maybe. See what I can get done. And then I'll go and start the feeding my cats and doing all that other stuff that I need to do. Light spells are good. Earthquake's been fixed. Twilight wolves are still a little weird, but not crazy. Ooh. Okay, you know what? There was something else I did in the Twilight Wolf plugin that I haven't actually tried out yet. So we're gonna try that out together and just see what the hell happens, because I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Because we have that Lamia model. Lamia, whatever, however you're supposed to say it. I think it's Lamia. I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, I set it up in the CK to use the Wisp Mother skeleton. Or at least that's how I set up the behavior files. That's the easiest thing for me to try out, so we're just gonna see what happens if I spawn one. Zero eight zero DD 8381. What? What the fuck? Huh. What is it even doing? Do you have any sort of collision? Yes. I'm just fighting it using the compass. Hey! Hey, okay. Alright. So, that didn't work. Whatever that was. While I'm at it, I did also change the worm mouth, noises. Why not? Zero 86 C3 E2A. Why are you still using the wolf noises? Honestly, I like the worm mouth model a lot. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, you should be gone because... Actually, a lot of this should be gone because we had a... merge. Their armor is the separate one. Tropical water's good. That's also from last merge. So is that. Okay, cool. Do I want to start up on anything else? Maybe while I'm at it. Let's just take a look. I've never actually looked at the meshes, actors. Oh, you're all just one mesh. I don't. Yeah, I don't think Skyrim knows what to do with that. You have no bones, honey. It's a really nice looking model. Like, goddamn, I want this to work. But I think it's gonna require a lot more expertise in Nipscope than I have to set up bones and actually get this thing, like, moving correctly. Meshes, Iliac Bay. Critters, dungeons, effects, furniture. Yoku oven. Fence table shelf slab. Crafting. Forge maker. Forge marker, yes. Now put bellows. Blacksmith forge. Anvil. Discard weight. Okay, yeah, that's all your controller manager for the animations. Yeah, and I don't have the regular ones available. The vanilla ones. That's slightly obnoxious. Dungeons, Yoga Ruins. Iliac Bay, where is it? Clutter. Yoku. Architecture, Yoku Ruins, Clutter. Teleport shrine. is 1088 by 1080. Okay. Well, that's fine. That shouldn't actually affect just about anything. And I don't know why you won't show me the bounds of your capsule mesh. It's really strange. Alright. I'll work on all this stuff later. I am getting a little tired, but hey, we did some good stuff today. Got Earthquake working. And yeah, I should be able to post up light spells like, I don't know, maybe later tonight, probably tomorrow. I'll post it up. Yeah, and then y'all can play with that, because it'll be up for free. Do some paladin stuff. And since it's just an ESP, I'll be able to stick it up on PlayStation as well. Alright, I'm out for the night. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for tuning in. And keep a lookout for Creation ModCon coming up. Coming up shortly enough that I'm getting nervous about it, so hooray. I'm gonna have to start editing some videos and whatnot and getting content ready for it, so